Yeah, in fact, I think again, it's very, I mean, like we've said a lot of time. I think to gain respect, you have to respect. So that's one thing that
Yes.
you have to do, and mostly like at at a corporate level, I've met a lot of CEOs, a lot of top level executives in the companies. Some very very respectful, some who like really made you feel as if you are on the top of the world and they are nobody, and some who like really made you feel that you are nobody, and you've been just hired, you've been just paid, and that immediately disconnects you from that
Absolutely.
person.
Absolutely.
Because there, I mean, like as a professional, when I say I'm X, then I'm X in my profession, you are X in your profession. Be it whichever level you are at,
Yes.
when it's a professional relationship, it is very professional relationship. When I'm at this level, you are equally at the same level in my eye. If somebody tries to show me, okay, no, you are not at that level, then there's a big disconnect. As you said, then they will not get my creative input or anything.
Very true. I mean, and
Then
this is
yeah.
what actually you use the beautiful word. The moment you don't have a respect for others, no, there is a big disconnect.
Right.
If there is a disconnection, then how will anything happen?
Right. Absolutely. No magic happens.
No magic
without
happens.
disconnect. Without
If you don't have a
Yeah,
connection,
yeah.
no magic happens.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I think even otherwise, this is on the professional front, but again, a lot of people look down upon janitors or other people who are in the organization. What do you think? How should we people like actually treating them? I mean, not just them, people on the street also. Sometimes it's even the telecallers. Like
Yeah.
like generally, I've seen a lot of people being very rude to telecallers. There's no point. I mean, they're doing their job. When I get a telecall, either I will not pick up, or if I pick up, I'll just say, sorry, I don't need this service. Thank you for calling. That's generally that's what I would tell. But why do people really don't respect them for their job? Because obviously they're also doing their job. I mean, somewhere down the line, you have also probably done some cold calling or some cold meetings where
Yeah.
the other person would have thought ki kyun aa gaya. So why don't people relate to that with their own selves?
Okay, very lightly speaking, I always say if those people who behave like this, respond to whether telecallers or anything, so they must have had a bad day at home. that gets reflected, so they couldn't do it at home, and that's why it gets reflected. So anyway, jokes apart, this is the minimum that one can do.
Yeah.
And plus, see, if you go back to our Indic wisdom, I try to think the dignity of labor has been told at every point of time. You go to I'll tell you, you go to the basic of our caste system. Okay.
Yeah.
This was based on labor.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
if it is Brahmin, they will be doing pujas.
Right.
Whoever does puja becomes Brahmin.
Becomes Brahmin.
Not that he is Brahmin, that's why he will do a puja.
Because born into a family,
it's
it
not
was never
that.
like that,
Kshatriyas, they will war. They'll go to the war. They will fight for us. And those people, Shudras, have to do all the activities to take care. So whoever does this activity are coming into that caste.
Right.
How then slowly it became caste based, that's a different thing. But if you go back, this was the basic principle which was made, and it was dignity of labor.
Absolutely.
Who am I not to accept or not to give that credence to a janitor?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I have to. He or she is doing his or her job. That's all. And as long as he or she is carrying out her job, she's the best at it.
Yeah.
And she's. We have to really give. Accept that this is really the dignity of labor which has to be done. So this is the number two is that any time we have to be. So that's why Sanjeev, every time whenever we have spoken, I always have told, I have to keep that empathy in mind at all
Absolutely.
point of time.
Yeah.
I have to put myself into the shoes of that telecaller. If we are talking about telecaller, we have to. She or he has a job to do.
Absolutely.
He has to survive. She has to survive.
Absolutely.
She is getting paid for that, and whole family is dependent on what he is getting or she is getting. So she is doing that. I mean, it may get on your nerves at some point of time, but there is always a polite way to say, "Thank you very much."
Yeah.
It's all. I am very sorry. I've been. You told very nicely. Sometimes my wife says, "You are not that yet." Whenever you are speaking to a telecaller, you are very polite. You are not that polite at other points of time when you are speaking to me. So jokes apart, but this is. Because we know that they are doing
a job.
They're doing a job. That's
Absolutely.
all. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Why should somebody call me for a bank loan and all? I don't want to take it. But it's okay. I reply. But only thing, I feel very strongly that should be in our back of mind in any conversation that we have.
Absolutely.
We go back to that you talked about a few CEOs who make you feel important. There are CEOs who make themselves feel important. This issues also happens because you are not real. You have that fear of losing out. They don't have a confidence amongst themselves. They feel that if I show the softer side of mine, probably I will not be valued that much.
Yeah.
So this is where the problem happens. So I have a very strong feeling always that you can always be respectful to others. You can always be mindful of others' worries, others' problems, others' status, others how in which state of mind they are, and then react accordingly. And that makes a good leader.